Hello, you. Your higher self has a very clear message for you. And it is to not be so hard on yourself for not being able to feel happy all the time, for not being able to feel the feeling you want to feel the whole time because things can be challenging. Your higher self wants you to know right now, very direct and straightforward, to not punish yourself for not being able to live up to your own expectations of what feeling state you're supposed to assume. And let me guess, you're probably doing everything in your power to manifest that one thing, the one thing you know what I'm talking about. That one special thing that goes above anything else. I know your feeling state is incredibly important, but don't punish yourself if you don't have it under control the whole time. In those times, it's more so about your belief. So let's say you do get flooded with anxiety. Don't allow yourself to stop believing things are going to be fine, but you can let that fear be there because that fear is going to be proven wrong. That fear is going to be proven wrong. If things are getting challenging, don't let your beliefs give into the feeling state that you cannot control, because sometimes things just happen that are incredibly tough. And all you gotta do is just keep your beliefs in check and just allow yourself to go through the process. You can cry and scream, but at least let the words be, I'm going to be fine. You know, you could be incredibly angry and pissed and whatnot. It's not going to change a thing. Your outcome will still be the same as long as you just hold that belief. I've done this before in times where it was so challenging, where I was like, I was crying and panicking. I was like, I don't understand why this is necessary. But it doesn't matter because I'll find out. But why does this have to be necessary? Like, you can feel that if something's going wrong. You can feel like, why is this necessary to get to the good part? And you will still find out. Because as long as you just don't change that belief, don't go, oh no, this is going wrong now. Everything is bad and things are, doom scenarios and all that stuff. It's not worth it. If you can't control the fear or something or whatever challenging feeling, the stress or whatnot, if it is the absolute toughest scenario, the only thing you can do is, I don't know why this is necessary, but I guess it is. Because if you're going to go through a tough time, might as well have the result be worth it. The last thing you want is to go through something tough because you have to and then give up in the process. And not only did you go through something tough, you also missed your great result. But that result doesn't depend on how you feel. If you are scared, if you have a genuine feeling of like, I don't know if this is going to be okay, as long as you just tell yourself, as long as your subconscious hears these words, as long as, even if you don't believe it, feel it, it's sometimes you really have to cling on to something. That's called faith. That's what faith is. It is belief without evidence, and your feelings are not a part of your beliefs. If you go through a breakup which you know is necessary, your whole body will feel like it's dying, but you know it's good. You know it's going to be better. You know this is going to be better for everyone else. For you, for them, for anyone, that this is going to be better for the highest good of all. But it doesn't change a thing about how awful you might feel in the process. I can promise you from the depths of my personal experience, every single time, without failure, every single time I have been through something challenging and I tell myself this is necessary for some reason and I am going to be better for this, it has worked and it has come to fruition every single time. And I remember a time in my life where I didn't do that, and that was a time where I went downhill because I didn't believe it was happening for my highest good. I believed it was because I wasn't worthy of things or because I had to be punished or something. Then those results found me too. Challenges will always arise. It's just, what do you do with them? Are you going to let them tear you down? Are you going to let them lead you into demise? Or are you going to use it and be better for it? And the only difference is what you believe, because the rest will happen the way it's supposed to happen. If you would have presented me years ago with the stuff I had to go through to get where I am right now, I would have probably said no thank you back then. And right now I'm incredibly happy that it all happened because it worked out in the end. And I would absolutely not want things to have been different, but that's why sometimes these things just happen, because they are necessary. They are necessary for you to change a certain belief or for you to get somewhere you need to be to go where you want to go. So absolutely do not let yourself get down, as challenging as things might be, because things are necessary. And this is the kind of behavior that will always be rewarded by life. Always. So don't punish yourself if you're not always feeling 100%. You don't have to, as long as you believe this process is necessary to get to where you want to go. That's all that matters. And if you get happy, great moments in the process, awesome. Good. Focus on those things. But if things get challenging, there's an art in transmuting that energy, the difficult things. It's a skill. It's something you learn over time. I wasn't great at it in the beginning, but if you try it, like if something gets challenging and you truly convince yourself that it is necessary to get to somewhere, that this is a part of a bigger blessing in the end, it will absolutely, for me personally, 100% without failure, this has worked this way. I genuinely can, if I would have had an example to be like, okay, maybe it's like not always, but like, no, seriously, I cannot remember a single time that I have told myself this is necessary to get to where I want to go, or to get an upgrade. I guess this is a part of a bigger thing. It has worked every single time without failure. I guarantee you, it might be difficult, but the more it's difficult in the beginning, because if you don't have the evidence yet, I have the evidence. I have the evidence for myself. I have about 2 years of experience with this, and I know this works this way. Every single time I tell myself I am going to be fine, I turn out fine, and it is going to be for my highest good. And there's always something I learned from that was necessary, some vital piece of information, something. I never look back at any of these things with regret, because I've always focused on what I can take from it. And I highly encourage you to do the same. I absolutely encourage you to do the same, because things might be challenging, but if you believe you're going to get there, you can honestly outlive anything, because the universe will prove to you that you are going to get that reward. And if you don't really have a lot of experience with this, the more you do it, the more you notice it's a pattern. It's literally just how this works. That's why it's become a lot easier for me to do it, because I now know that it works. But first, you have to create your own evidence.